Hello and welcome back to another fun-filled nonsense retrospective. I'm your host as always, Rick, and joining me equally as always is Devon.
Welcome to episode number 200. We've done 200 of these fucking things, Rick.
We have, and we thought a good way to look back on 200 episodes of stuff that we've done. Where did the review start? It started with animation. We're going to look at animated movies today.
What a fucking tie-in, because that is not the logic behind it at all.
No, it's not.
But yeah, hey, you know, kudos for fucking trying. Rick, seeing as you brought it up, what was our first retrospective?
Our first retrospective wasn't it She-Ra?
It was.
Yeah.
It was back when we had the 1 hour recording time limit, which, that's because back then I did every single bit of editing by hand, which meant I had to manually delete every single pause in talking, which meant it took me 4 fucking ever to edit an episode, and it's why I said, Rick, I'm not doing more than an hour of talking, because I will strangle us.
Yeah, and that's why the retrospectives were also limited to an hour back then as well.
That's what we're talking about.
Well, we also did that for the reviews if we could.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Because the reviews were different, because obviously I didn't have to cut out the not the silent parts during the review segments.
Oh yeah, not during the review, but we do tend to waffle before and after.
We do. It's also it's why I didn't used to have quite so much to say in the weeks, because I was like, let's move on. You might even notice to this day, Rick doesn't say too much bring up too many news stories during the weeks. Meanwhile, here's me with 100 news stories. Some of them I cut on the fly and I just don't bring up because I'm like, no one really cares about this.
Yeah, that's too depressing. Nobody cares.
Oh, nothing to do with depressing. It's just I look at the time and I go, oh wow, it's 40 minutes and we haven't started the review proper yet. I should probably trim some of these stories.
Yep.
But yeah, there's some behind the scenes talk for you guys if you're interested. But what are we actually doing today?
We're doing the top 5 animated movies. We tried to avoid anime in particular, just because, you know, we're from this side of the world. And also as a little challenge to ourselves. We've also tried to do as many as we can in traditional animation styles.
Oh, I did not stick to that rule. That was a you thing. You asked me literally last night, I believe. It was just like, are we allowing CG, etc.? And I went, well, I have.
Yeah, it was like when you suggested this, I was like, "Is Toy Story okay?" And but the other thing is, we're doing non-Disney specifically.
I think Toy Story is a fair thing to point to, though, when you're just looking at an example of non-traditional animation, because I think even for the layman who doesn't care about cartoons and animation in general, you'd look at that and go, "Yeah, that's not a cartoon."
Yeah, exactly. It's a delineation between cartoon and animation. Like Toy Story, not a cartoon, very definitely animation.
Oh yeah.
But yes, before we get bogged down too much in waffling, do you have an honourable mention today?
I do have an honourable mention, and it's an honourable mention because mostly I can't actually remember it very well. I just remember it looking really stylised, and I remember it traumatising a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, talking about the original incarnation of Watership Down.
Ah ha ha ha! Yes.
It's also got an excellent song from, I want to say it was Paul Simon.
Yeah, Bright Eyes.
Yeah. I told you about the time at that fucking New Year's Eve party where me and one other bloke were pissed out of our fucking heads and just started singing it.
I think you have, yeah. Bright eyes, burning like fire.
It's 10 times better when you're pissed and you're just like, I don't even remember why we started doing it. I don't drink anymore, so things like this don't happen in my life.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, Watership Down, great film. Good enough that they remade it, but they remade it in like 4 fucking parts for reasons unknown to man.
Yeah, well, it's also a book.
Well, yeah, of course it's a book, yeah. I believe the guy who wrote it literally was, has been quoted as saying, yeah, I was trying to traumatise my kids.
I think they wanted a story on a car ride. Okay, spoiler, we'll get to it. But yeah, he was trying to make a story for his kids on a car ride, and then he was like, oh, actually, yeah, this story's pretty good, and then tried to remember most of it from memory and wrote it down.
There's a controversial scene that a lot of British adults didn't like, and that is a seagull told the rabbit to piss off. Yes, that was really all there was.
That was the first time I had heard a swear word in a Universal film.
That's interesting, that, because I don't count piss as a swear.
No, I mean, okay. You get told off for saying it when you're 6.
Yeah, but you get told off for everything when you're 6.
You get told off for saying fart when you're 6, despite that being the correct term.
What, do they expect you to say flatulence when you're 6 and you can barely say 2-syllable words?
Well, they expect you to say trump or fluffy or guff.
That is definitely a northern term for farting, is trumping.
What, trumping?
Yeah.
You've never heard trumping?
No, I've heard it. I'm just saying that is an exclusively northern term. You don't say that down south.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, I know it's a real term. They used to do it in the Beano.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it's very northern. It's something Carl Pilkington used to say as well.
I was trumping. Couldn't stop trumping.
In 20 years, I've never trumped in front of mother. But anyway, I digress. Rick, I assume you also have an honourable mention.
Yeah, because we tried to shy away from anime, I put the best anime movie that I could think of in here, and that's Howl's Moving Castle. I'd not actually seen it until about 4 years ago.
Okay, that is the wrong order in saying that sentence. I've not actually seen it, but it's on my list anyway.
No, I had not actually seen it until about 4 years ago.
No, I know. You managed, but because there was it probably won't come up on the finished version of the show, but the way you said it, there was a gap between those two sentences, and I was thinking, well, why the fuck's it on your list if you've never seen it?
Well, that's also why it's an honourable mention. But yes. I have seen very few of Ghibli things, and this is my favourite of the things that I have seen.
I've never actually watched anything Ghibli, but then again, I'm also not an anime person. Like, I've watched anime, but here's the problem, is you can watch a bit of anime, and someone who doesn't watch any immediately puts you in the category of weeb, and it's like, no, I've watched a bit of anime. I don't care about anime. Like, there's people who are passionate about this stuff. I'm not one of those people.
Yeah. Like, I'll watch things when the new anime season comes around, and then by the start of the new anime season, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, the season was going on. I've not kept up to any of it.
I think that is part of the problem as well, is that I'm so used in this day and age to just consuming entire series of stuff as soon as they drop, whereas anime is still very much, no, it's an episode a week, motherfucker, tune in.
Yeah, episode a week because it's on telly, on one of the networks in Japan.
For Delicious in Dungeon, it was on Netflix.
Was thankfully. It? Yeah. Okay, but that was like years after.
No, it wasn't. It was a simulcast.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Fair enough. But yes, Ghibli in general, very good films, visual treat, and they usually tend to follow a story that they're adapting. This one was a story that was written by it was Diane Wynne Jones.
That's a very
British
not Japanese
lady.
name.
Yeah, British lady. So it was a general adaptation of not just the one book, but like a couple of stories from other books that she did.
So kind of like how Disney with the Chronicles of
Black Cauldron.
Yeah. I was thinking of Black Cauldron, the movie. It's like the Chronicles of Gradane, I think, is the name of the book series.
Yeah, something like that.
And they like fucking roll in. It's the one book, but they take like 3 or 4 subplots from the other books and also roll them in and also cut a character because fuck you.
Yeah, they cut basically the main character of the first book and turn him into a skeleton that has a sword, and therefore that's how our main guy gets the sword.
But yeah, Ghibli's weird because I think if you care even remotely about animation, you can never have watched a Ghibli film and be well aware that the powerhouse that Ghibli is. One of the things I love about Ghibli in particular is, and I've got to say it because Miyazaki.
Oh yeah, Hayao Miyazaki is like the titan of animation on that side of the world.
He is so passionate about his art and his work. There's that infamous story about how he dealt with fucking gropey Mick Dickhead who's in a fucking prison cell now. What's his name?
Epstein.
No, he's dead.
No,
the other
the other one. Yeah, Weinstein.
Of they wanted to cut or do something, and apparently he sent him a samurai sword. It's just like, fuck you, cut yourself. That's the story I've heard. Could be bollocks, but it's a funny one. But the thing I like about Miyazaki is almost all of his stories are light-hearted, filled with hope, and Miyazaki is the most depressing, miserable old fuck in the world. Every behind-the-scenes interview with him, he is such a bastard. Just like, man, this world is shit and I hate everything. And then every single Ghibli piece that he's attached to is just like filled with hope and colour. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. So sometimes you need to expel all of one emotion in some of your creations. Like, a lot of the time you'll have a nice happy person who will make dark emo poetry to expel all their evil. He seems to be the opposite. Expel your hope.
But the annoying thing is, I agree with almost everything he says in these interviews where he's an old, grumpy old fuck. Because there's a thing where he was being shown a test piece of kit by some young and up-and-comers where they were like, we can automatically generate and simulate these weird movements. And he just goes, well, what's the point? And the guys, these young guys are just like, what do you mean, what's the point? It's like, well, what are you going to use it for? It's like, oh, we could make creepy, cruelly, ghastly monsters that don't move like humans. And it's like, why? But it's a good question.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just have look, this is what we can do. Okay, cool. Why?
Yeah. The other thing is that the side B of that is, yeah, you can do that, but also so can my animators.
Yeah, that wasn't really the point he was going for. It was literally just like, why do we need this as reference when we can already just take things, you know?
Yeah, like people know what spiders work like.
Yeah, we don't need to randomly generate creepy crawlies. We have them.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's again, he was a grouchy old fuck about it, and these guys were like fresh out of like, young, you know, 18, 19 sort of age, and
totally.
he just completely crushed their hopes and dreams, and it was kind of funny, kind of sad, but also I agreed entirely with what he was saying.
But yes, let's get into the meat and two veg of it. What's your number 5?
You got to stop that. I know you say it's a northern expression, but everywhere else it means dick and balls. everywhere in the world knows that meat and two veg means dick and balls, not let's get down to it.
So yeah, what's your number 5?
Oh yeah, sidestep that topic. My number 5 is Prince of Egypt.
Oh yes, was this one of the DreamWorks ones before it became Shrek?
I believe it was the final 2D animated project by DreamWorks.
Yeah, because I think they did Road to El Dorado, and then I think this, and then it was all 3D after that, apart from some of the little shows that they did, like She-Ra.
I believe this came out technically after Shrek. It was one of those weird ones where it was being worked on at the same time, and they thought this was going to be the killer.
Yeah, and then Shrek did really well, and then people ignored this.
Pretty much. The weird thing about this animated movie, in my opinion, is the fact that I never saw this in the cinema. I never saw it in video or DVD. I got shown this at school during RE.
Fantastic.
For those of you who are not from England, do you want to tell people what RE is?
It's religious education, and if you go back far enough in time, it was religious instruction.
Wow, I didn't even know that one. I will say I was actually part of the generation where they changed it from religious education to cultural studies.
Yeah, so when I was at school, it was religious studies, but a lot of other people called it religious education. For us, they did actually teach you about other religions.
Oh, they did for us as well, but the problem is our RE teacher was I'm not even joking, Christian as fuck South African.
Yeah.
Which means we were being taught about Islam and Judaism, but we weren't actually. We were being taught those religions through the lens of someone who was deeply Christian and thought these people were wrong. Yeah. And also,
here's all the things that believe that we know to be true, and then here's all the things that that they believe that we know not to be true.
Now, to his credit, he did teach us things,
yeah,
but he had a very shitty tone of voice whenever he was talking about things that weren't Christianity. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing, is the bulk of RE for us was different sects of not Catholicism, of Christianity, which were Catholicism, Protestantism, Church of England, which, being from South Africa, he was like, you know you're wrong for believing this, and everyone was like, we're 10. We had about a week on Islam, we had a week on Judaism, and we had a day on atheism, as if it's like, this is technically a choice, but you're definitely wrong if you pick this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Go on, sorry.
Well, I mean, it feels like a real cop-out in religious studies if you go, oh, well, I've picked atheism, because you don't have to talk about it. But in real times.
That's not the point of any of the exams or the philosophical questions, even if you, regardless of what your own faith is, that's not the point of the study.
Yeah, the exams are there to see how well you've absorbed the information.
Also, I didn't pick religious studies as my fucking any of my GCSE topics, so who gives a fuck?
No, I don't think anyone did. We had a head of religious studies in our school, and I know we jape about like traintism and like Pokemontism and Dinosaurism. This man was a religiontism person, and he converted to every every religion in turn.
That's weird.
Yeah, I think the last one he converted to was Islam, and you actually get labelled an apostate and pretty much hunted down if you leave. So I don't know what happened to him after that.
Well, that kind of that kind of depends on how serious the people you're with is, doesn't it? Because if you're just like down the local church, or in this case mosque, I don't think they're gonna give a fuck.
No.
If you go all the way to Mecca and do shit, then yeah, I imagine they take it a bit more seriously, and then you get to the level of fanaticism, and that's not good for anybody, regardless of what sect you follow. Like, there's fanatic atheists, and they're dicks as well.
Oh yeah, the fedora wearers.
No, that's a different thing, but there is a big crossover.
Yeah, there is a big crossover.
Yeah. Anyway, that being said, we watched Prince of Egypt during RE, pretty much because the teacher didn't want to do fuck all that day, and it's true, innit? That's the only time you watch videos.
Yeah.
It's a really well animated movie. The musical numbers still stick in my head. Specifically, you're playing with the big boys now. Do you remember that part of the film?
I've not seen it.
Oh, you've not seen it? Oh, well, there's music and songs. It's pretty fucking cool. There's a part where Moses is doing his plagues, like the frogs and the smallpox, and ultimately the deaf one. And while he's saying that he'll do these plagues, there's two court magicians who are just like, it's just a magic trick, Your Highness, don't worry about it. And every trick that he does, actually, this is a bit before that, my apologies. Moses comes up to the Prince of Egypt, I guess, King, Pharaoh, whatever the fuck you want to call him. It's been a while since I've seen the film, Rick. And the two court magicians are basically throwing a bunch of trickery and magic tricks at Moses and being like, you're playing with we're the big dick magicians, we know all your tricks, you can't step to us. But Moses has actual god powers.
Yeah, he's like, clap, frogs.
Well, it's just like they magically spawn snakes and they're just throwing them out of their sleeves at him, and he just clicks his fingers and they disappear. Like, it's as if fucking David Blaine went up against literally a fucking level 20 wizard from D&D.
Yeah.
Like, it's not David. It's all sleight of hand against actual. I have divine right.
Yeah, versus actual reality bending.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's beautifully animated. Again, it got very much overshadowed by Shrek, and I'm pretty sure this was the final 2D animation for DreamWorks Studios. It might have been Road to El Dorado, but I'm pretty sure that came before this.
Yeah, maybe so. It's one or the other anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we know they're both towards the end of their traditional animation timeline.
Exactly. And yeah, I think a lot of people have got fondness of this movie in their heart, because I feel like it was one of those ones that, because it didn't do as well as other animated movies at the time, I think it very quickly got relegated to the bargain bucket for videotapes, and therefore a bunch of people just had it on VHS.
Yeah. Yeah, because this would have been a little bit... Actually, no, it wouldn't be before DVDs, would it?
It was that crossover period where only the rich fucks had DVD players.
Yeah, like the VHS was less than a tenner, the DVD was more than a tenner. What are you going to buy?
Well, here's the thing: is I've got it in my mind that this came out in 2003, might have been 2001, which is very much like I would have been either 9 or 11. So
sure.
That was firmly in videotape era for my family.
Sure.
So yeah. Anyway, I think I've talked about /waffled/ got sidetracked about Prince of Egypt for long enough. Rick, what's your number 5?
Hey, it's one you've already mentioned. It's Watership Down. I remember renting this from a library of all places.
Was this back when you had to pay for videotape rentals?
At the I think you had to put a deposit down.
Okay, so in my local library, if we wanted to rent videotapes back in the day, you had to pay money to the library because they didn't trust you.
Yeah, you had to put down a deposit.
No, but we didn't get the money back.
Yeah, fair enough.
So therefore, not a deposit.
Yeah. We got a deposit thing, and half the time you could just let it ride. If you go back and take another film out, then your deposit is still good. If you want your deposit back, cool, you can take it out, but you're going to have to pay again if you want to rent something else.
Valid.
So a lot of the time we ended up doing that to go and spend it on whatever XYZ thing, like Pokemon cards or whatever. And then when it came time to rent the next one...
Will you take my Charizard as collateral?
No, it'd be when you go to the parent and go, oh, they need the deposit again. And they went, oh, bloody hell, alright, fine. Yeah, so... yeah, that was again. We watched it. We saw the piss off scene. We saw a lot of like really beautifully animated gore of bunnies. and like the big black dog that chases them down. And yeah, it's really interesting to see that kind of thing from the point of view of something very small and very vulnerable, while also when you get to the end game and you have the Nazi rabbit camp of Ephrafa having General Woundwort just doing all of the things that the Predators do to the rabbits himself.
Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because like those rabbits from Nat Warren are big as fuck. I think they're meant to be hares.
Maybe.
Well, because they're like twice the size of the good guy rabbits.
Not all of them. Like most of them are just still rabbits, but I think Woundwort is probably a hare.
Which is weird because the entirety of the rest of the film is weirdly biologically accurate.
Yeah, he's just massive. There's no reason for it.
I distinctly remember that final fight being very horrible, and all it is a realistic depiction of how rabbits fight.
Yeah, they just rapid fire claws and then bite when they can.
It's from the perspective. It's just from the point of view. Like you hit the nail on the head. It's just a story, a normal story of rabbits from the point of view of rabbits. I think the only weird part is the mysticism element of the fucking psychic rabbit. But apart from that,
yeah, Fiverr has a vision of them getting, dug up by a bunch of like backhoe tractors and stuff. And yeah, apparently his name in Rabbitese is Hrera, Hrer being the name for many, because rabbits can only count to 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, many. So yes, his name is Many, basically.
I mean, thank you for that tidbit of information. That's genuinely a fun fact. However, fuck off.
Yeah, that was a Richard Adamsism. Because I did read the book after that. I found it at a charity shop. It was like £3. I was like, cool, fuck it, I'm reading this.
That is one of the sad facts of life, is that in charity shops you no longer get good books anymore. It's all fucking autobiographies that no one cares about. No, I don't want to know about the life and times of Gloria Estefan.
Yeah.
I don't know why I chose her. I'm sorry, Miss Estefan. Your name just came to my head first.
I thought you were going to say Gloria Hunniford, but...
I don't know who that is, so I would never have said it.
Yeah, fair enough. Number 4. Who's going to be number 4?
My number 4 is going to be a bit of an out there animation. I'm not going to beat around the bush, Rick. It's Lord of the Rings by Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah, the one where, they all look a bit weird. It's rotoscoped.
Yeah, it's entirely done by that method, and I'm kind of cheating a little bit because the orcs are poorly rotoscoped to make them look freakier and more evil.
Right, okay.
Like, it's weird. If you watch, Boromir's final stand in that film, it's these cartoon characters, and then clearly these blokes in costumes.
Yeah. Was Goblin Town from this, or was it from The Hobbit?
No, this is the Fellowship of the Ring.
Sure.
So there's no Goblin Town. That's...
Sure, so Goblin Town's the Hobbit one, okay.
I assume so. Well, it's weird, isn't it? There was a few none of the animated Lord of the Rings films are really good, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you. But this one's the one that's kind of iconic. And
it's
was
charming.
It was like the Lord of the Rings before we got the definitive ones that we got from Peter Jackson, not Samuel L. Jackson.
Peter Jackson took a lot of inspiration from this movie, so...
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
There's great scenes. I think Boromir's final stand in this film is... It's not better than the Lord of the Rings we got, because it's done really well in that, but it's the fact that Boromir takes the amount of arrows he took in the book.
Right.
So in the film, obviously, it takes 3 arrows to take down Boromir, which is still a fucking lot, by the way. But in the book, it's... I remember this line so vividly, despite never reading the entire thing, and that is, it takes 1 arrow to kill a man. Boromir was skewered by many.
Yeah.
You know? For reasons unknown, he's dressed like a Viking. Boromir's a Viking. Aragorn's a Native American. Legolas looks like a generic fucking elf from anything, and Gimli the dwarf is almost as tall as Legolas and looks like a gnome.
Yeah, right.
Go on, sorry.
I do like the idea of dwarves being dwarf titans, but the other one is Boromir getting shot 3 times is also why on the tabletop he has 3 wounds and no fate points.
Yes, he has no fate points because, he's hard to kill in the tabletop, though.
Yeah, because getting through 3 wounds when he's got Boromir's stat line is actually quite a feat.
Yeah.
Unless you're the Balrog.
Well, yeah, but the Balrog's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like in the tabletop, there used to be back when White Dwarf was cool, school, they used to share scenarios that you could play. One of the scenarios was Boromir's ride to Rivendell, where Boromir is it's meant to be Boromir on his ride to Rivendell, and he gets ambushed by a bunch of orcs. All of the orcs have bows, and half the orcs have bows, half of them have melee weapons, and no one's allowed to charge Boromir because he's so scary.
Sure.
So
you have to get charged by Boromir.
Yeah. So it's like plus Boromir doesn't have to kill the orcs; he just has to get to the escape zone.
Sure.
But it's Boromir.
if the way to stop getting shot by this archer is to get rid of the archer, then if he's on the way, sorry, Archer Man.
Pretty much. Plus, he's got the Horn of Gondor, which instills fear into evil creatures, which orcs are.
Yeah.
And it makes it even harder for them to hit him because they're like shaking. It's such a cool mechanic. Like they did so well with the Lord of the Rings tabletop game.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. I kind of really wish I should have played it, because I was already like in the hole with 40k and Warhammer Fantasy with the amount of money that was spending on it. I was like, okay, no more.
I mean, Lord of the Rings was my gateway drug to Warhammer.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
and I'm sure I'm not the only person where that was the case.
Fair enough indeed.
But yeah, if you've never seen Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings, you really should. It's quite a treat. Because it's a bunch of actors acting out the scene and then drawn over, aka rotoscoping. I always want to say ray tracing, and I know it's wrong. There's a couple of funny goofs. Like there's a scene where the main trio, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, are running towards the camera, and for unknown reasons, Aragorn just slips and falls. That's because the actor slipped and fell, and they just left it in.
Sure.
But yes, Ralph Bakshi is obviously a legend in the animation world. Hopefully we'll do some of his work for the podcast one day.
Maybe so indeed.
But yeah, that's my number 4. It's wild, it's weird, I highly recommend it. What's your number 4, Rick?
My number 4, Coraline.
I've never seen this, but I'm aware it's a Tim Burton project.
I don't know if it's Tim Burton. It's definitely it definitely feels like it.
Oh, I'm thinking of that fucking Corpse Bride. Yeah, no, my apologies.
Yeah, Corpse Bride also almost made it onto my list. Coraline is a Neil Gaiman book.
Shame.
Only in retrospect. At the time, we didn't know.
Oh no, of course. I'm just saying. For those who don't know, Neil Gaiman's in the shitter right now.
Yeah, for doing weird things with his son. Not even to his son, just with him.
That's not the problem. The problem is rape.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know about that one. Okay.
But that's... the son thing was weird, but the sexual assault is the thing that people don't like him for.
Sure. But yes, it's a very interesting book conversion, because they had to invent an additional character to do all of the things that are otherwise mental that are written down in the book.
Mental?
Yeah, so like internal thoughts. So
gotcha.
Rather than having internal thoughts, they have a talk to this little whiny kid.
That's totally fine, Rick, but when you said mental, I thought you just meant, oh my god, that's mental, as in insane.
It's fucking mental, innit? Nah. But yeah, we've got the journey of Coraline, who's just arrived in this new town that she don't like. Her parents, who are both too busy for her. And then when she goes to the other world, she has the other mother, who is very nice and accommodating. The other father, who is very fun. And the world is very small, which she ends up finding out. And turns out, oh yeah, cats can just come and go from the weird world and the normal world as much as they like.
This sounds very Beetlejuicy.
Yeah, it kind of is. The other mother wants her to sew buttons into her eyes so she can basically eat her soul.
Lovely.
Yeah. And eventually she realizes that the real people who actually love her, they might not have enough time for her today, but that doesn't stop them from being her actual family.
And not wanting to steal her soul.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Man, adding in the stealing soul aspect, I think Neil Gaiman might have ripped this off from Beetlejuice.
Maybe so.
A lot of similar plot beats, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So number 3.
Number 3 is the most recent film on my list. It is, of course, the instant classic, in my opinion, known as Transformers 1.
Yeah, it was very good. It was
sinfully good because, okay, don't remember if I said this on the podcast a lot because we did bring this up when we both went to see it, in that we spoke about it. But me and a mutual friend of ours went to see this film because we saw one trailer for it while waiting to watch another film. I went, that looks shit, let's go watch it because it's going to be funny. And then, oh my god, this is the best Transformers Transformer film in years. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like, why did they pick those scenes for that trailer? The trailer made it look bad.
It looked awful. And then, oh my god, violence you can only have with robots.
Yeah. It's so good. It was so good, and exactly like that. Like, the trailer made it look shit. If they'd have chosen any other number of scenes, it would have made me look and maybe care. And it was only when you went and said it was awesome, I was like, all right, they had my interest. Now they have my attention.
Yeah, I mean, the story was generic at the beginning, but who gives a fuck? Generic isn't bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, they decided to go from the rags to riches route, which it's tried and tested. Fine. I didn't care about the anything pre-race in that movie because I can't remember what they called a race in that film.
Yeah, the thing that that our guys sneak into.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like, what is it? It's D whatever and Pax.
Orion Pax. Yeah.
Yeah. Orion Pax is a bit easier to remember because it's it's easy to turn that into Optimus Prime.
Yeah, it's OP.
Yeah.
I think it's D23 or D78 or something.
It's D and a number.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that movie. I'm not up to... Listen, near and dear to my heart, the best Transformers is Beast Wars, so I'm not up to date on Transformers lore. So I didn't know that in most things recently, Sentinel Prime's always been like a dickhead evil guy. So that was genuinely a bit of a twist. It didn't entirely get me, because he was... when someone's too good...
Yeah, when you've got this like ultimate paragon, you know that it's never going to go right.
It's like, yeah, no, there's something fishy here, but I don't know what the fuck the play is.
Yeah, the two plays with that is that too good for this sinful world, they're not going to make it to the end of the movie, or actually the villain.
Oh, I didn't think for a second that they were actually good. Like, when I say too good, I mean they're too good. They can't possibly actually. What are they hiding?
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, Sentinel Prime was excellent. I did not know Chris Hemsworth was Optimus Prime until the end of the movie.
Yeah, he does a very good job of not sounding like Thor.
I mean, yeah. Like, I remember saying to my buddy at the end of the film, it's like, that's how you get a famous person to do a voice. Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
It still bothers me that Chris Pratt puts no effort into being Mario.
Yeah, into being anything other than Chris Pratt.
I also don't like Chris Pratt as a person. He's horrible.
Well.
He is. All of his personal views suck, and he's only getting worse as time goes on. It's awful.
Yeah, this is true. This is absolutely true.
But anyway, Transformers 1 gets on my list. It's a great film. If you've not seen it, I recommend it. It's pretty much locked to Netflix, because I think they've got all the Transformers movies for the foreseeable future, including the Michael Bay stuff that no one likes.
Oh yeah. Man, I remember doing like a 12-hour marathon in
Why?
In one of the Discord servers. Because we were in a Discord server, we were ripping on it.
That doesn't sound like fun, though.
It was a bonding experience.
Okay. I was going to make a joke and then I thought, no, it's a bit heavy, so we'll move on. Rick, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is possibly also the most recent thing on my list, because I didn't look up whether it was newer than Coraline. Megamind.
I think it's very close with Coraline. It feels like it came out around the same time.
Exactly, right? Like I didn't look because I didn't think that it would be a distinction that we were making.
Oh, I only made it because mine is very clearly the most recent thing on my list.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Speak.
Yeah, Megamind. Very fun.
For those of you, it would have gotten cut out of the thing, but for those of you not unable to pay attention, Rick said, yeah, fair enough, and then there was just a long silence where he went, Megamind. Megamind.
Yes,
yeah,
I
cool.
did. I did a long yawn, and I was trying to keep it silent because I knew that would get truncated.
Okay, well, I just looked it up. Coraline came out in 2009. Megamind came out in 2010.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, cool. So yeah, it's incredibly fun. I love the little detail of Roxanne Ritchie never actually gave a shit about about Metro Man. I love Megamind's little mispronunciations like Shul and Metrocity.
Metrocity's the best one, but it also no, Olo's the best one because it's the one I use the most.
Yes, Olo, because he does it right at the end as well when he reveals that it was him.
Yeah, it's a shame Megamind has retroactively been ruined.
Yeah, I appreciate the one thing that they did change. They turned Minion's name to Chum.
Okay.
Because Chum is obviously something that is used to catch sharks, and also a name for friend. And the name Minion has been tainted by Despicable Me.
Yeah, okay, sure, I guess.
So, the Megamind show, not good. The Megamind movie, top.
It's Will Ferrell, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, Will Ferrell and fucking Brad Pitt as Metro Man.
Yeah, and he wants to be Elvis Man, essentially. He wants to be Music Man, and he's really bad at it because he never had time to practice.
I do absolutely. It lives rent free in my head. Like, out of all the scenes that are just perfect in this movie, because the whole movie is just, let's subvert the superhero bullshit.
Yeah. I love you, Metro Man. I love you, random citizen.
And fucking just so Keanu Reeves ripping that off, right?
Yeah.
You're beautiful!
No, you're breathtaking!
But the scene that lives rent free in my head the most is the one where they're in the Metro Man museum type. It's not even a museum, it's like his private bunker thing. And Metro Man's just in a bathrobe taking a big gulp of cereal and just freezes.
Yeah, despite the fact that it shows him after this, like, traveling the world so fast that he can, like, basically freeze time more than the Flash can. But he freezes with his cereal. And this is while also they're distracted by the glass with ice in it.
Yeah. Oh, God, they had fun animating that.
Yeah, yeah.
And the fucking main villain just being an incel.
Yeah, difference between a villain and a supervillain? Presentation!
And perhaps the best use of Welcome to the Jungle ever.
Yeah!
Like, I can't think of many examples that'll top that.
Yeah, honestly not. But yeah, Megamind, top movie. What's your number 2?
Number 2 is my first and only offering from the season's greetings category of Christmas. I was trying to say something witty, but it just weren't going to come. An animated movie from Christmas time. It's the second most recent movie, and I'm pretty sure you've not seen it. It's Klaus.
Klaus? No, I haven't.
It's a Netflix original. I'm pretty sure I spoke about this one year because I watched it with my mum on Christmas Day, because that's what we do on Christmas Day, is we watch Christmas movies.
Yeah, it's how you get in the Christmas spirit when you don't have any.
Well, it's more that, like, me and my mum, it's Christmas Day, Christmas presents are exchanged. I've almost always got a Lego kit, she's almost always got a cross stitch. We do that mutual, at the same time in the same room while watching Christmas bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might as well. Sounds good.
Yeah, I remember this one because my brother got me. It's not Lego, but it's Lego. Do you know what I mean?
So Lepin.
I don't remember the brand, but it was a giant beetle in a bottle.
Okay.
So I spent Christmas Day making that while watching. I also watched the Benedict Cumberbatch animated Grinch movie, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
Not because it's Benedict Cumberbatch, despite the fact I don't like him, but the movie's just not good, especially when you compare it to the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah, which is like, it's in living memory. Why do you need to remake it so quick?
Because they wanted money.
Yeah.
But yes, Klaus is great. It's about a man who he's sent to this isolated village, more or less, because I'm going to do Cliff Notes version. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Gotcha.
He becomes the new postmaster for the town, and he can only leave the town / get promoted when he's serviced a certain amount of letters and packages. And the way he starts getting around this is he meets an old man named Klaus who's big and jacked, and it's Santa Claus. And what he does is he gets kids to write letters to Klaus, and then Klaus will deliver toys to the good boys and girls of the village. And they eventually get really into it. Klaus feels very betrayed when he finds out it's just being done for the sake of this quest. And eventually Klaus becomes a proper Santa Claus type figure because Klaus passes away. But once a year, his magical spirit returns to give toys to all the girls and boys. This film made me cry, Rick.
It's kind of sweet, though, isn't it?
This film made me cry. And I don't know if you do the same thing I do when I cry and there's someone else in the room, where you look in the opposite direction of the TV and the person you're with and you desperately go and wipe your eyes.
Yep. If I'm lucky, I'm only crying on one side, so I can just turn my head.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like crying in front of people.
Yeah, me either. So
yeah.
Like when I'm crying in the cinema, I'm like, which side of my head am I crying on? Oh shit. I'm not going to see the movie for like a little bit.
I'm a lot better at holding it in if I'm in public.
I get you.
If I'm at home, it's like, I'm at home, who cares? My mum's seen me cry before. She's known me since I was 0. Whereas, you'd
hope.
What do you mean I hope? I know.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope that your mum has known you since birth.
Like, I think the last time I cried publicly about a film was Tarzan.
Right.
The Disney one, and I'm pretty sure that was early 2000s, so I would have been 8 and therefore publicly acceptable.
Yeah.
But yeah, this film made me tear up at the end, and honestly, it's a big recommend. It's a good Christmas movie.
Yeah, good stuff.
And yeah, so what's your penultimate offering today, Rick?
My number 2 It's a Tim Curry movie. It's not made by him. He's just in it, and he steals the show. Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest.
Never heard or seen this.
Yeah, so it's an eco-pro movie. Our main guy is just part of a logging company that need to go and, like, you know, do a bunch of logging to make, I don't know, a road or whatever. And our main girl is a fairy, and the dude gets shrunk down, experiences fairy lifetime, and all the while this juggernaut of a destruction engine is slowly encroaching on the forest. So early on, they sabotage it so it doesn't, you know, get going anytime soon, but that puts them on a clock. Eventually, when they do start moving, they cut down a really old, gnarly, evil tree that looks like the one atop the dungeon that Yoda had. That's all like, messed up and everything. You know what I mean, though, right?
I know exactly what you mean, and that's why it's tickled me.
Yeah, it looks like Yoda's evil tree that he just has, and inside it is a little oil elemental called Hexus, who's like the spirit of pollution, and that's when Tim Curry does his Toxic Love song, as he's just like drinking in fumes from this like mechanical juggernaut and just getting bigger and like more powerful. And I just look at this song and I go, oh man, if it weren't for the religious fanaticism, this is basically just the Republican Manifesto.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to praise it, Rick, not be like horrified.
Oh no, like that's how you do a good villain. You do a good villain by making it real and making them hateable, and also making them disgusting. But yeah, he definitely steals the show as a villain. Like, I don't know what Tim Curry could possibly do as a hero that makes him better than all of the villains that he's done.
I'm trying to think of a time when he played a good guy.
Like one time I can think of is when he was Princess Sally's dad in Sonic.
That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't, because he's there for like one episode and then he leaves. He goes back to the void. But yeah, this was like 1992, 93 kind of time.
Oh, cool, my age.
Yeah, I remember seeing this for the first time on holiday, and I saw that it was going to come up on TV as well soon, but you needed to take cable for it, and so I begged, can we get cable? And we're like, no, it's going to cost more for cable than it will for a videotape. Oh, can I have the videotape for it? No. Oh.
What a fun story, Rick. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. That's the benefit of being a 7. You know, you don't have much. You don't have much clout in the world when you're 7, especially when it's before you get pocket money.
And you can only hold your breath for so long. We've learnt this.
No. So who's going to be your crowning glory? Number 1, your favourite animated movie that's not Disney of all time.
It almost feels like cheating putting this on the list. I have put Chicken Run as my number 1 movie.
I mean, it's good. It's very good. We even did Chicken Run 2, and even that was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think it was anywhere near as good as the first one, because it kind of lost a lot of the key features that made it so fun and interesting. But yeah, the sequel was pretty decent. The original movie is great. It's The Great Escape, but sanitized for children.
Yeah, literally. Them chickens are up to summit.
I love Mr. Tweedy so much. He's so fucking... Yeah. He deserved better than his wife.
Ooh, what sort of pie?
That's the beauty of Aardman stuff, though, is like simple, stupid characters. There's the really big chicken where as soon as they're told they're going to make chicken pie, and she goes, I don't want to be a pie. I don't like gravy. And they're all northern.
And her other one is, oh, is Edwina gone on holiday?
Rocky's played by George Clooney, isn't he?
He is in this one. In the sequel, no.
In the sequel, there's a reason why he don't talk much. But yeah, I absolutely everything about this movie is great. The initial setup, the change to the evil death camp, but it's for chickens, so it's okay.
Yeah. And like even the rats are very fun because they're trying to get George Clooney's eggs, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm brewing this one up as a double yolker, and then they're like, oh no, we don't want grains no more, we want eggs, and that's how he gets them, because they don't know that boy chickens don't lay eggs.
Yeah, he basically gets a deal for every single part that he needs in exchange for every single egg he lays.
Yep. Yeah. And the girls give them what they deserve later on by giving them eggs straight up.
Well, here's the thing: is like none of the eggs are fertilized, so there's no reason why they should care about giving them away to the rats.
Unless they are, in which case it means that Fowler's been having a go.
Yeah, but he hasn't.
No, he's just there to make the girls know that there is a rooster and therefore they can lay eggs.
I do like Fowler as a concept because he's always talking about his RAF days, and it tricks he doesn't mean to, but he tricks the girls into thinking that he's an RAF pilot. Because when they get the plane, it's like, well, go on, Fowler, fly the plane. He's like, why would I fly the plane? It's like, you're in the RAF.
Chicken.
Yeah, I'm a chicken. I was the mascot. Chickens don't fly planes.
Yeah. He's behind you all the way. I don't fly planes. I'm a chicken.
Oh, jeez.
I don't let chickens fly planes.
But there's a ton of great gags. I remember playing the demo for the PS1 game, and it was just a stealth game, but they made the game over screen fucking frightening.
Yeah, sweet. Or is it like a Mrs. Tweedy having a pie?
No, it was just the two dogs looming over you, but because it's from the perspective of a chicken, they're really big.
Yeah.
And it was really horrible. And those dog designs are hot. We know how gnarly they can get with dog designs over at Aardman. We've seen Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen Preston. Preston the cyber dog.
Yeah, scary. Everything about this film is great. The villains are intimidating enough despite being... they are over-the-top silly. There's a bunch of slapstick. The internal escape scene when they're inside the pie-making machine, incredibly well animated. And, we've made it no secret on the podcast, Rick. We are suckers for claymation.
We are. We're suckers for claymation. We're suckers for stop motion. Obviously, claymation is always stop motion. But yeah, it's just, how much work and joy and toil has gone into this.
I also think it's a side effect of being British, because we were brought up on Aardman.
Yeah, we were brought up on Wallace and Gromit.
Whereas with America, they were like, I think their first mainstream exposure to claymation was probably Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, that was a long time before the Wallace and Gromit movie, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wallace and Gromit movie was like 2006.
Well,
it was definitely PS2 era because I got the PS2 game.
Yeah, it was 4, 5, or 6. I know that much because that was because of where I lived at the time.
It's really sad that I use that to sort of guesstimate the age of things. It's just like, what console was the game out on? But yeah, Chicken Run gets my top spot of non-Disney animated movies. Rick, who's getting your top spot?
Shrek.
Gonna have to say that again.
Shrek.
Shrek. I thought you said.
Yeah.
I don't know what I thought you said, but I didn't hear it the first time.
It's Shrek. The first Shrek movie is, I think, possibly my favourite movie of all time. So
favourite movie of all time, like full stop, no caveats on that.
I think so.
Okay.
Is it better than The Empire Strikes Back?
Okay,
Maybe
so
not,
it depends, doesn't it? Really, because if you have to only watch one movie, The Empire Strikes Back kind of doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. So. Favourite Star Wars movie? Empire Strikes Back, hands down, no problem. Favourite movie of all time? Probably still Shrek. Yeah.
I mean, I can't argue with you. It's your opinion. It doesn't feel right to call it your favourite movie of all time. However, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
Yeah. Favourite movie of all time so far?
Well, yes. This is my favourite movie. A movie that is undoubtedly the best thing ever released comes out in 10 years' time. It's like, sorry, you're stuck with Shrek. It's not how life works, Rick.
No. But yeah, like a lot of movies that might be better than it don't work as well in a vacuum. I just think it's a fantastic send-up of what we were at the time getting bored of, which was the standard Disney formula. I think it was like touted to be like the anti-Disney movie while also being animated and just fun.
I don't think it was touted as an anti-Disney movie. Now, you got to bear in mind, Rick, I wasn't even a teenager when Shrek came out, so I'm not going to have anywhere near as much context as you do as far as the world state was.
Yeah, like Disney hadn't started taking the piss out of themselves yet.
I don't think they ever did.
No.
The only people who take the piss out of Disney are people who happen to be owned by Disney and don't care.
Yeah, like Pixar.
Or, I was even thinking like Family Guy nowadays is constantly taking jabs at Disney.
Yeah. Like even The Simpsons takes a couple.
Well, they used to take digs at Fox.
Yeah.
So,
that was written into the contract. Like, it was written into the contract at Fox that Fox can't dictate what they do or don't say.
Yeah.
So they can take the piss out of Fox as much as they like.
Yeah, so much so that it spilled over to Futurama.
Yeah.
Well, one of the big villains one of the reasons why Futurama's Planet Express went bust is because of Box.
Yeah, the Box network, yeah. But yeah, Shrek obviously follows the tale of the titular Shrek as his idyllic angry swamp is taken over by fairy tale creatures who are all refugees, and he goes to sort this out.
And he's going to build a wall.
He does. Well, it's Donkey that builds a wall. Donkey builds a wall through his half of the swamp after they rescue the princess.
Was this before or after Eddie Murphy got busted with the prostitute?
Probably before, but then they made Shrek 2, 3, and 4.
Well, because I feel like this is the movie that helped him bounce back from that.
It might be. It might be indeed.
And it's like Michael Myers had the opposite, because I think after this he did The Love Guru and everyone hated him for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Mike Myers has basically done anything live action since then.
He has. He's got a TV show on Netflix.
Does he? Okay.
I've not watched it because it looks crap, but he does have a comedy show. It's with another comedic actor who I'm not familiar with. It might be good, but at the end of the day, like, Michael Myers has a certain brand of humour, and I've grown out of it.
Yeah. But yes, Shrek is my absolute number one. Lord Farquaad, fantastic villain. Princess Fiona kicks ass. There were no Fat Fiona figures made.
What do you mean?
This was in the days where you could get an action figure or anything. But they didn't make one of Fat Fiona because partly from Shrek 1 they didn't want to spoil it, and then when Shrek 2 came around they just assumed that because nobody bought one in the first time that nobody would want them the second time, because obviously not realising that they hadn't made one.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fucking stupid then.
Yeah.
But then again, in Shrek 2 she becomes human again for 5 minutes, so they can kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, weird.
Yeah. I actually have a Princess Fiona skinny form figure.
I thought you were going to say fuck pillow.
Oh no. I don't have any fuck pillows.
Well, nobody has a fuck pillow. Doesn't mean they don't have a fuck pillow.
Yeah, I don't own a Dakimakura.
I do, but it's exclusively for hugging. And guess what, Rick? It's ruined my sleep.
Yeah.
In the sense that I used to be able to sleep fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
I say a Dakimura. It's a body pillow with a fucking purple cover on it. So you know.
Well, that's what Dakimakura is. It's
I know,
large
but
pillow.
But when you say Dakimura, people assume you've got an anime girl on it. And I will admit, I did buy a Dakimura cover from Comic-Con once of a very naked Charlie from Has Been Hotel.
I thought you were going to get the Mio one, which is like 48 feet long.
Well, no, because that costs multiple hundreds of pounds and is not practical.
Yeah. It'd go all the way around your bed.
I can't remember the point I was going to make.
That's okay.
I was in the middle of the story, wasn't I? Because when I went to France, obviously I wasn't sleeping in my own bed, and I used to be able to just sleep fucking anywhere, including on the floor. Now it's hard to go to bed because I'm not hugging anything.
Oh.
Don't go, I just mean, like, I sleep in a very specific pose now, and it's with my arm wrapped around something as I'm almost face down, and it's like, cool.
Yeah.
I can't do this in a hotel room unless I sacrifice a pillow, but that brings about even more problems.
Yeah, you go down to one pillow at best if you do that.
I could have had multiple pillows, however I was sharing a room, so therefore the pillows had to be evenly split, because this is only fair in a fair world.
Yeah. But yes, time for our usual wind down. So, from my gang, do you have a favourite?
Can you remind me of them?
Yeah, sure. So it's Watership Down, Coraline, Megamind, Ferngully, and Shrek.
Well, I haven't seen 2 of your list. It feels cheaty saying Watership Down, even though it was one honourable mention, so I'm going to go ahead and say Megamind.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Well, that's a tough fucking decision between Megamind and Shrek, because they are honestly both classics, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're both, like, pinnacle of DreamWorks before they kind of jumped the shark and just started doing anything, you know?
I don't even remember what the last DreamWorks project was. I guess it would have been Puss in Boots, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Puss in Boots 2 was actually really good, but Puss in Boots 1 was garbage.
Talking about 3, Puss in Boots 3.
Oh, is Puss in Boots 3 coming out?
No, I could have sworn Puss in Boots 3 is the deaf one.
No, that's 2.
Oh, okay then. I know we're getting Shrek 5 because they won't shut up about it online and nobody wants it, but we're getting it.
Yeah, we got Zendaya as Shrek, as the Shrekling again now or something.
Well, the fucking world throws hissy fits over the weirdest things, and Zendaya being cast as Shrek's daughter is apparently one of them. It's a fucking animated movie about an ogre that's long outlived its welcome. Why do you care?
Yeah.
People actually, I can't believe this, actually went, oh, they're blackwashing Shrek. And it's like, motherfucker, Shrek's green.
Yeah, and also whitewashing doesn't mean turning people white.
Well, explain that to people. Explain that to people who use the term whitewashing incorrectly.
Yeah. Well, whitewashing is ignoring the bad things about something.
And I understand that, but a lot of people use whitewashing as to they're turning black characters white as well. It does work in both scenarios. Yeah, language evolves, Rick.
It does. It does. It really annoys me when people try to use the word aesthetic wrong, though. So that always gets on my tits. Right on my tits. But yes, that's your favourite of mine.
I mean, you could just take it.
Yeah, so my favourite of yours.
Fucking hell, Rick. Jeez, get your brain in gear.
My favourite of yours is actually probably one that I've not seen, and it's the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings. That's one that I've really, really wanted to watch for a little bit of time now, and it might actually be something that we have to do between us.
I would absolutely be down for doing a month worth of Ralph Bakshi stuff. However, it might get old quick.
I
don't think Ralph Bakshi's ever released a movie that's less than an hour and 20.
Yeah. So of things that I've seen, Chicken Run.
I think that's a fairer answer instead of just going like, I'm going to pander to the nerds.
Yeah. Yeah, Chicken Run, absolute classic. Doubly classic because I'm also Northern and I get all the Northern stuff.
Indeed.
But yes, if you have any thoughts about our picks today, why we're wrong, any of your own personal favourites, anything that you would have had as an honourable mention, because we also didn't have anything anime in our final picks, give us a comment down on YouTube, down on Spotify, or if you have neither of those, it can go to the email at
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Are we .com or .co.uk?
Both work.
No, they don't both work. We only have one of them.
We've got .com. The .co.uk was Google Mail, but it redirects.
Okay, cool. .com then.
It's .com.
We do want to hear what your favourite animated movie is, specifically with the caveat of no Disney. We had a honour rule between us to try and not include anime, but you can say an anime movie. Chances are I wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah. I got in the way of this for Howl's Moving Castle. On my honourable mentions, I was almost going to put it on there when I wasn't going to put any 3D animations on it, but yeah, because we could do 3D animations, I got rid of all the animes.
So join us next week for something completely different.
Yes, on that bombshell. Gonna see you all later.
Bye, guys.